Or maybe that's just his speed. And
Struggling here, Celia. He's the 4th top scorer in the tournament. Devang Shah played very well last weekend, but struggling at the moment with yet to score after 4 balls.
he just cannot time the ball. He's been fishing and hooking and trying everything, but there's no contact. And that was another dot ball. This is not very good. That one is a wide because it went down the leg side. So you can imagine in a 10-over match, the umpires are going to be very strict. So anything that goes down the leg side will be a wide. And on the offside, they are not that lenient either. Final ball of this over, if it's not a wide. Pitched up, edge to the third man boundary, 4 runs. Much needed for ICCT. That's 4 overs gone, and the score, let's just look again. As you can see, it's an edge, but very safe. And the score will go up to 28. 28 for 2 after 4 runs, 4 overs. Are, and they can find all the stats online if you decide who to put in your fantasy team.
You definitely want Vishwajit Tawar, Celia, after his 69 last weekend.
Right, we have a new bowler. It's Jivan Galdar.
I believe he didn't bowl last weekend as well. So very interesting that Galdar is going to come onto bowl here. So let's take a look. Seems like he's going to bowl some slow left armers. Oh, very interesting action there, Celia.
That arm.
So right-hander coming around the wicket here and a bit more suited to the baseball field, I think.
Yeah, that arm doesn't look very straight to me, but let's see if the umpires have anything to say about that.
That's a bit better. Yes. Batsman just struggling a bit at the moment, not reading him, and it was almost bowled.
Yeah, that was more, he didn't straighten on delivery. The arm was not straight, but at least it didn't straighten on delivery, which is the main thing that the umpires will look at.
Very strict, umpire Herman. Calling it wide. Currently, Celia, they're struggling a bit here with the run rate. They're going to have to do something to get around to about that 70-80 mark.
Yeah, the captain of the Swingers said that he thinks 60 or 70 will be a good score. And at the moment where they are almost halfway towards 60, so he might not have been that wrong. But then again, it's early days. The fatigue will set in this oppressive humidity.
Going down leg there, no chance of an LBW. Sorry to disappoint you, Jivan Galdar.
As our viewers might have noticed, that Craig is not too sympathetic to wild appeals. He doesn't like it when they appeal for anything that strikes a pad.
Swung away, one bounce, couple of bounces off to the deep mid-wicket there.
Another much needed for the ICCT team. They've started fairly slowly. As you can see at the moment, they are just over 6 runs and over.
And struggling to find the boundary regularly. Let's see what he can do here. Flights ball very beautifully, and deceived the batsman there. After 5 overs, 30 for 2.
6 runs and over.
10 रुपए में क्या आता है? सोप, टूथपेस्ट और पेन और 1 करोड़? जी हाँ, सही सुना आपने। अभी टीम बनाए सिर्फ 10 रुपए में और जीते करोड़ों में, केवल myteam11.com पर।
So,
another change in the bowling here. Devang
So-
Shah and Mohit Gur just stalling here at the moment, Celia, and they're going to have to start throwing caution to the wind.
Barshalia is on for his first over. It seems like the captain gives everybody one over. I think he's thinking about them and fatigue and the heat and such. We go on about it a little bit. And for those of you watching in cooler temperatures might find it odd, but it's really hot here at the Infant Cricket Ground.
Real feel 42, Celia. I would want to be out there in the field.
At least we have some shade. When the breeze comes through, it's actually it's okay, but not for the players. Let's see. And he bowls him. Beautiful ball, middle stump. Clean as a whistle. First ball, Barshalia. And well done. He bowls Mohit. He's out without troubling the scorers too much.
I'm sure viewers are wondering why Sandeep Patel's not playing. He fractured his left thumb last weekend, misfielding that ball on the boundary, and he'll be out for the rest of the tournament.
That's very unfortunate because he was somebody you would like to have in your fantasy team.
Shrey Doshi coming to the wicket. And boy oh boy, Celia, do we need to see some fireworks from him? Or do you think he's just going to try to rotate the strike here?
Well, on the other end is Devang Shah, who has been struggling with his timing. So Doshi might just take things into his own hands and decide, I'll be the one who connects. And he will actually be the first right-handed batsman we've seen today.
Very good start here from the Jai swingers who travelled up from Jai this morning. They only arrived at the ground about 45 minutes before the game. Everyone was a bit nervous.
Yeah, well done. Barshalia then. Into the covers. Oh, a possible run out, but he's safe. Good running. Immediately off the mark is Doshi. And he brings Devang Shah on strike.
Very confusing with the different names on their back. So,
Yes, yes, a commentator's nightmare. Oh, he goes for that one, almost down, but they will get a run, which is important. For a moment, the batsman was down, but he was up quickly enough. So Devash Barshalia is the bowler. He's bowled 3 balls of his first over. If our viewers who did not tune in before, each bowler only gets 2 overs, which is probably a blessing in the heat.
the mat's longer this week, Celia, as you might have noticed. First 2 weeks, we just had a mat that wasn't covering the whole pitch. Now we've got a mat covering all the way to the bowler's end.
Excellent. Oh, straight drive, as straight as you can get. And it hits the stumps on the other side. No harm done and 1 run scored.
To all the viewers out there that we know and the ex-players watching, we've really appreciated all the comments, Celia. There's been comments coming in from England, Australia, South Africa, all around the world, and it seems like we've brought a lot of joy into the homes of the people on lockdown.
I got some news that we have some viewers on the island of Tasmania, which is of course also Australia, but south of Australia. They've been watching as well there. Very impressed with this first over by Devesh Barshalia. He already has 1 wicket, and of course every wicket is a dot ball, and for a bowler in this format of the game, that is gold. Swing and a miss, end of the over, 33 for 3 after 6. No, there's still a ball left. It's just, I think the umpires missed a ball there, and they're just getting a little bit of help from the official scorers to tell them that was
जिंदगी में सब कुछ परफेक्ट नहीं होता। परफेक्शन चाहिए तो माई टीम 11 पर आइए और अपनी परफेक्ट टीम बनाइए, क्योंकि ये खेल है जुनून का। डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ।
All the cricket lovers around the world, I'm sure, are enjoying this, remembering what cricket means to everyone.
I'm sure the viewers are very much appreciative of the cricket they see, and they most of the viewers in the world are not professional cricketers, so I think they know exactly how these players feel. The number of professional cricketers are small compared to the ones who just play for fun and for enjoyment.
It was very interesting. I watched a documentary this week with Steve Waugh, and he was saying that a lot of young players these days don't have the back gardens that they used to, and he said that's what's missing. You know, a lot of younger players, they get all this formal training, but actually most people learn to love the game in the backyard, playing with their brother or their neighborhood kids, and just enjoying the game.
That's exactly what we did. Right, so Galdar is going to bowl his second over, second and last. 6 overs have been completed, and he is going to bowl to Doshi.
Well, Dill scoop there gone wrong. Might be called wide here. Let's see, umpire Herman. Oh, he believes he came off the bat. Oh, Byers. Byers down the leg side, Slayer. Interesting.
We haven't seen too many of those.
Let's see if Davang Shah can get some bat on ball. He's really struggled today. Just not scoring. And he needs to either hit a couple of sixes or get out, Celia, because at this rate, they're not going to get above 60.
He has
5
to
off
step
9.
Yeah, sorry, he has to step up to the plate now and get a boundary or a maximum.
Played down to long off there for 2. The batsman coming back. Oh, another chance for a run out if he collected cleanly.
Yeah, Doshi not the fastest man between the wickets. That was a very good chance. He was way out when the ball arrived, but the bowler again couldn't collect.
Just a reminder to the viewers, Sports Tigers, the global official streaming partner of Taiwan T10 League, bringing you joy and lots of love from Taiwan all around the world. Oh, he's bowled him. Wild slog, and he's bowled leg stump. He's made 7. Devang Shah really struggled today. Big swing and miss, and the ICCT are in trouble here.
Well bowled, and there was the leg stump gone.
Kept a bit low, but 36 for 4 after 6.3. Swingers are fired up, Celia. Playoff time, and boy, are they playing well.
Nirav Shah is the new man in.
In comes the captain. If ever there was a captain's knock needed, it's right now.
These swingers really limiting the ICCT batsmen. And as Craig mentioned earlier, this ICCT team, their strength is actually their batting lineup. And they are really struggling to score freely.
I think Sandeep Patel being injured is a big miss for them. He's so important with the ball and a great hitter with the bat. And they're going to definitely struggle to replace him. Called wide there by umpire Herman. Down the leg side. Nirav Shah, I don't know, maybe scratched together. It's like 21 balls still there. Add another 21, 58. Give them a bit of a chance, but I think definitely 20 runs, pretty low par. Called wide.
Ooh.
All those runs will help.
I'm sure ICT is very, very grateful for these wides that are coming in here from Galdar.
Reminder for those My Team 11 users out there, if you haven't downloaded the app yet, download the application from myteam11.com, and remember that both these teams play a game later in the day. The next matchup will be ICCT against the PCCT United at 1:30 Taiwan time, and the Swingers will be playing PCCT at 3:30 Taipei time.
That one.
Chandan missed a stumping there. I think if he collected that cleanly, there was definitely a chance for a stumping.
It was down the leg side, but no wide.
He went in between bat and pad there, Slayer. So
umpire probably correct in not calling that. Yeah, ICCT, after they play this match immediately, well, not immediately, almost immediately have to go back onto the field and play another game.
Yes, I think conditions going to be hard as well for the PCCT team. Still fasting with Ramadan and playing 2 games back to back will also be a huge challenge to their physique. A lot of excitement there. Swingers are fired up. And so they should be. 38 for 4, ICCT struggling here. Celia, 1 ball to go in the 7th over. Total opposite to last weekend on a Saturday when the Dragons came out blazing, and the Formosans on a Sunday where they got over 100.
That might be a wide, yeah.
Very interesting that he bowled a leg break that far outside off. So it might suggest he doesn't have the control over his variations here. Old Galdar.
And his action is not ideal.
Skied out towards long off. No. Just over the head of short mid wicket. And that'll be the end of the over. 7 overs gone. 40 for 4.
Are you in search for the best IT solution company? Visit Swap Infotech, one of the leading app solution providers with excellent IT infrastructure and solutions. We provide the most affordable rates with no compromise on quality. On-time delivery tops our priority list. We have experts who believe in turning technology into business value. Swap Infotech, transforming technology for tomorrow.
Where is he?
It's a great day today, Celia. Took a great catch and then a caught and bowl early on in the game. Let's see what he can do here.
Right, we're starting with over number 8. As you can see on his back, Yogesh Rajput. And he'll definitely have ideas of inflicting more pain on ICCT here. Let's see. Here he goes. Oh, and we have a front foot no ball, which means a free hit. Only the second one of the tournament. So far, the bowlers, as far as front foot no balls go, very disciplined. Not so disciplined with wides, but with with front foot no balls definitely. And here we have the second one.
Oh, he's called him because he's
outside
the line. Very interesting.
He came into wide, so the back foot can't be outside that line. So not too much of an argument.
Very interesting character, Ambak Khalid. He told me last weekend he has 89 watches, Leah. Quite clearly, yeah.
There's a nice shot. It's towards the boundary. It will drop 1, 2. Oh, excellent fielding on the boundary. Just at the last moment, scoot back, and they will only get 2 runs there. So that's two bonus runs because of that foot going outside the line. And also they get, of course, the 1 run for the no ball. So altogether 3 runs of that delivery. Let's see if Yogi can pull it back here. Well pitched up. Swingers very excited. Lots of talk going on in the field in spite of the heat. Talking to the bowler, encouraging the bowler. They know that it's they've cut ICCT here under the block, and they just have to continue applying the pressure.
So I don't know if you noticed that last ball.
Run out. Run
Very
out.
easy there, right? So yeah.
Pretty. That was the Nirav Shah. Run out. That was not a very intelligent run.
Rajput in all the action. Yogi Bear here doing a great job, having a fantastic game in the first playoff qualifier. Reminder to the viewers, by the end of today we'll have the 3rd qualifier for the semi-finals. And Salil, I was just going to point out the second ball just before that wicket. The batter actually was guarding his stumps and almost hit the ball twice with his bat, and there was no appeal from the fielders. But he could have actually, they could have had an appeal for him hitting the ball twice. which you can't do. You can only use your body
to
stop
to
the ball from coming into your stumps.
protect your stumps. Yeah.
Yeah, so
But
very
the-
interesting.
The fielding team did not notice that, so
No.
nothing the umpires can do. Right. That's a nice ball. Play to the leg side. The guy from the mid-wicket boundary comes in, and he makes sure there's only one run. So that brings that one run was for Doshi. So now the new batsman Vekaria is on strike, and he has to face Yogesh Rajput. Swing and a miss outside the off stump, as Craig has pointed out so many times during this tournament, during this league, that the cross bat does not serve the batsman well here. It's better to play with a straight bat on this pitch. Short, edged, and there's a chance for a catch and taken. Well taken at short, third man. It was Vishwajit who took that catch. That was a very comfortably taken in the end. And also, let's take a look again. There it is, and it's the end of the 8th over, with ICCT in trouble on 44 for 6.
पिच पे नए खिलाड़ी की एंट्री और आते ही कमाल का प्रदर्शन, एक और बेहतरीन शॉट, ये तो रुकने का नाम ही नहीं ले रहा। क्या शानदार पारी खेली है, मजा आ गया।
सपना वही सच कर पाते हैं जिनके दिलों में जुनून होता है। लॉग ऑन टू myteam11.com and win big, क्योंकि ये खेल है जुनून का।
Batsmen have gone down as low, so a few new faces for the audience out there, Salir. I wonder how many of the My Team 11 users would have put some of these batters in their team. Divish Bashalia coming on to bowl here for his second over. Short and work down to fine leg for a single. Don't think many batsmen will want to come back for two today, so yeah, they're going to have to conserve energy. It's be interesting to see how the running in between wickets is affected.
Even one run, I think, takes it out of you.
Wide ball called by umpire Herman there. Again, batsman just unable to make contact, and it's been a long time since we've seen a boundary, Salir.
At the moment, they are not even going to reach that 60 that the Swingers captain mentioned might be a decent score.
Wild swing and miss by Doshi. Good bowling here from the Swingers. So they're very interesting during the week. Viewers might not know, but we do a lot of research about stats and about the teams. But boy, I tell you what, when you're searching the Jai Swingers, you might as well refine that search, because if you type that into Google, you get some interesting hits.
Yeah, Jai, also famous for all kinds of things, including where the main organizer of this tournament comes from.
Smashers doing anything but, Salir. Not a lot of smashing going on here. And 46 for 6, they're in all sorts of trouble. What can they